Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. I'm Kylie, the Deputy Managing Director from Newman and Goh Property Consultants Private Limited. I'm honored to be given this opportunity to share the vision and aspirations of the company with you today, and how geospatial infrastructure is going to play an important part in our future growth. Newman and Goh is founded in 1986, and we are one-stop provider for all real estate needs. Our services include property consultancy, valuations, investment sales, estate agency, property and facilities management. Our key services are in the property and assets management sector, which covers residential, industrial, mixed-use development, as well as two-tier MCST. For the property management services, our key functions include building maintenance and management, real estate advice, financial and accounting. The company manages more than 130 management corporations in Singapore, and we are having a staff strength of more than 200. Now, I will be sharing the current trends in the property industry in Singapore. As a managing agent, we are facing increasing competitions in terms of managing service fees. As we are serving non-profit organizations, cost savings are the priority of most management corporations. With an increase in the number of managing agent companies in recent years, firms may therefore compete to bid based on the lowest fees, and this is not sustainable for a growing company in the long run. There is an increased challenge to sustain quality service level as well. We do not operate based on machine, where production can be increased overnight with the press of a button. We rely on human resources to produce services, and service delivery may not be consistent. Therefore, without the help of technology, our output is not scalable at the desired speed with just on the reliance of human resources. The property management sector in the real estate industry is not as glamorous as other sectors such as investment sales or valuation. The working hours are relatively long. We are required to be on standby for emergency calls around the clock. Council members and residents may feedback on estate matters or require information at any time of the day, especially with the availability of smart devices nowadays. Hence, there is an intense challenge to attract and retain professionals in this industry. Clients will also expect us to be fast in response, to be proactive in providing information pertaining to their estate. Managing agent is required to know the building inside out so that we can offer timely solutions to address the issues that occurs almost instantaneously. Therefore, as a managing agent, we have to be forward-thinking and be innovative in problem solving. With the advent of smart city, smart Singapore, and our government's drive towards a smart nation, buildings are equipped or retrofitted with sensors to receive real-time information on assets and people that reside in the buildings. We must be ready to harness this tremendous wealth of data captured by the sensors to further make sense on how we can improve on the facilities and how we can enhance the experience of the people using it safely and positively. To meet up with the challenges that technology has bring to us and to prepare for the future growth of Newman and Goh, we are glad to know S3 Singapore. Through Mr. Anthony Chong, who has put in efforts to understand our business model, later introduces to us this business tool called Situational Operation Dashboard. After understanding the geospatial infrastructure, we find that the Situational Operation Dashboard would suit our needs perfectly. With the engagement with S3, we embark on the Situational Operation Dashboard, where data are gathered in real time, enable us to take necessary actions while allocating manpower effectively and efficiently. It enables a greater visibility into the entire portfolios that we have. There is a collaboration between the staff and also with the customer. In summary, making the data actionable. We're happy to share with you a glimpse of Newman and Goh dashboard today. It is akin to interactive map with many layers. Due to time constraint, we shall share a brief overview of the dashboard and its function. At a glance, all information pertaining to the MCST could be identified. For example, the MCST number, the estate that we're looking at, the location, who's the developer, the age, etc. The size of the stars will represent the size of the development. The bigger stars you see here will represent the bigger development. In Singapore, we refer them to the total number of strata lots in a development. So besides the size of the units, we can also cross-analyze according to the region. We can zone them accordingly, the north, the west, the east, the central, or the northeast. Besides all the properties, we can also further filter in accordance to the property type. For example, the residential, the industrial, the two-tier MCST, or others. We can be very specific and focus on the data that we wish to know pertaining to the property type. Okay, as you can see here, the live weather forecast. We felt that this is an important inclusion in the dashboard in order for the staff to plan their work effectively. So on a proactive basis, when we know there's going to be raining days, the staff will be able to plan outdoor maintenance work in a better manner. Similarly, for important projects such as repainting, if there are raining days, the staff are able to record the statistics according to what we see from the dashboard. Without reliance on contractors' report, we are able to justify to the client whether extension to the project completion is granted or do we impose liquidated damages. Information can be viewed at both micro and macro level. Let us look at the macro level. We are able to cross-analyze all the management corporation that Newman and Goh is managing. Okay, for example, let's take the residential sector as an example. At a glance, we are able to know what is the average management fund and sinking fund that we are looking at. So in going for a presentation, bidding for a project as well, this will be a very useful information for any potential client who wish to know whether the management fund or sinking fund that they are paying, is it within the norm. Of course, this will also take into consideration the type of facilities that the building has. All this can be filtered according to the, if we are looking at an estate of 200 units, for example, and if it has any particular facilities, we can further zoom in to the facilities available in a particular development to advise the figures accordingly. The information are interactive. As a managing agent, sometimes we are also faced with this question. Managing agent, for an estate of our size, how many cleaners do you think will be needed to clean our estate? As we know, we are currently moving towards performance-based contract rather than headcount. So at a glance with a dashboard, we are able to zoom down according to the land size, the type of development, the numbers required in general as an average figure, the price that we are paying for. So all this will enable us to advise the client proactively. Estimated costs such as contracts for repainting and waterproofing could also be extracted. Proactive advices could be rendered based on facts and not just based on human memory. At macro level, we are also able to track the various important dates, such as license expiry and notification. As you can see from the dashboard here, all data will be input real time. Any contracts, warranties, or licenses that's going to expire in 60 days' time, it will churn a green alert. A notification will be sent via SMS and email to the staff in charge of these projects. So in this way, we ensure that no licenses will go unnoticed. In the unfortunate event that the staff is busy, he has not updated the licenses, information will not be updated. It will be escalated to the next amber light. This is just like a traffic light system where we input, for example, 60 days, 30 days. Of course, at top management level, we don't wish to see any red alert on our computer screen. But when it do come to this stage, we ensure that we have at least 14 days to take rectification actions. So all this will ensure that we provide our services, renew all estates matters timely. From the dashboard, we could also activate the dengue zone information. As we know, during raining seasons, dengue may be a concern to most Singaporeans. So once we activate the dashboard, we are able to zoom down which are the red dengue alert zone that we should, as a managing agent, we should take note of. Once this information is identified from the dashboard, what can a managing agent do? We will then send an alert to the pest control services whether additional fogging is required, or we can also activate the cleaners to look out for stagnant water and prevent potential breeding point. At micro level, we are able to analyze the data of the management corporation as well. So let's take a case study of Yume Green, MCST 2605. At the filter level, we can key in any MCST number that we are managing, and all information will be displayed with just a click away. Information pertaining to Yume Green, for example, the management fund, the sinking fund payable, can all be extracted instantaneously. We will know who is the developer, the age of the building, who is the manager in charge, and who is the accounts in charge. On the same note, when we are preparing to chair an AGM, if we feel that the maintenance fund is not sufficient, we need to, and in order for us to prepare the budget, to justify to the council members or to the residents during an AGM, at the glance with the dashboard, we could also extract the trend over the last 10 years. At the glance, we are able to convince the residents, when was your management fund last increased? What was the quantum of increase? And over the last 10 years, has the estate enjoyed surplus or deficit? So with just a glance, we are able to convince the residents, why do we propose for an increase, for example. So otherwise, time would be needed to extract all information required from hard copies. To ensure consistency of service quality and workflow within the organization, operational incident could also be captured using the AGS Collector. Fortunately, I'm the speaker behind so that everybody understand the term AGS Collector right now. Okay, for any irregularities detected, the site staff could log into the application via the mobile, take a photo. Real-time information will be sent to the dashboard of the HQ manager in charge. So once this is received by the HQ, they are able to take the necessary actions without further delay. Besides real-time data that is important, all this information could also be churned out as a monthly report to our clients without additional paperwork. What's the next phase of development for Newman and Goh and why S3? Newman and Goh plans to include real-time tracking of people and assets. For example, service providers such as cleaners and security. We no longer need the manual headcount for their attendance. We can rely the dashboard to track their presence online. With this, we could also better manage and plan their work performance. For our staff as well, for any emergency that is reported at any estate, we could deploy the nearest technician located to the relevant estate at the shortest time. Why we have chosen S3? S3 has proven to be a global leader in GIS with many clients, especially government agencies in Singapore. With the GIS that S3 has, they are able to scale up our requirements as we develop further. The Situational Operation Dashboard, the sustainable benefits for Newman and Goh. Data captured will be the same across the board, and it's real-time data. It improves the staff efficiency in retrieving information, and if a staff goes on leave, or if there is a segregation of portfolios among the staff, consistency of work to be followed up would not be disrupted. Accurate, timely data would enable staff to have a greater visibility, and with the information, we could better plan the workflow. Analysis of the data would be as simple as using the smartphone. The data are interactive. The staff can get updates on the latest information and update the clients proactively. We no longer need to rely on office hard disks, and information will continue and will not crash. There would be collaboration of internal workflow with clear instruction, no duplication of work, and there will be team efforts for output results. With all the proactive efforts, our aim is to work towards positive customer experience. And besides high customer loyalty retention, we look forward to increasing our portfolios and presence in the market, providing managing agent services with a positive difference. We manage. From the health map of the management corporation via the situational operation dashboard, we can better manage. We understand. From the situational operation dashboard, we can have an excellent overview to understand the ground and the clients. We care. From the situational operation dashboard, we can collaborate internally and care for the needs of our customer towards a positive experience. So we are your dynamic partner in all real estate services. Thank you. So due to time constraint, this is a brief overview. Please visit our booth at number 2 to understand more. Thank you.